Well, I hate to say this, but Illinois football is back in the gutter. Our defensive coordinator, he's worthless. He needs to be fired immediately. Our offensive coordinator, he needs to be fired. Our quarterbacks, they suck. We need a new defensive coordinator, new offensive coordinator, and we need a quarterback. In the world of NIL, you have to be able to buy a quarterback. Make contact with the rich former Illinois graduates, make your plea, and beg them to buy a quarterback. We need one desperately. So we get blown out by Purdue. What a disgrace. Look at the quarterback, Luke, 16 out of 25, 202, touchdown, a QBR of 14. Let me say that again. A QBR of 14. He should leave the program immediately. John Paddock gets in, 2 for 6, 24 yards, 53 QBR. Our quarterbacks, worthless. You'll get nothing from them. We now see this. There's no wondering. There's no questioning. We now know for a fact that our defensive coordinator is worthless. Our quarterbacks are worthless. Our offensive coordinator, it's hard to do anything when you have a worthless quarterback, but he needs to be fired too. At the running back position, 11 carries, 85 yards, 7 yards a carry, 19 long. He's obviously our best running back. So let's get him the touches. He needs more than 11 touches in a game. Would everyone agree? Of course you would. Receiving, Williams with 113 yards. Just can't get in the end zone. Pat Bryant with a touchdown. The freshman, Malik, 2 catches, 24 yards. You want to get him in the end zone. So our receivers, they're just not being used because our quarterback, our offensive line is just not good. Luke with 2 fumbles, lost one of them. Josh McCray with a fumble. So 3 fumbles total, 1 loss. And defensively, we had no sacks. Well, not a full sack, 2 sacks. 4 tackles for loss, that's it. So our defense, like I said, we have the defensive front. We don't have the coaching. This defensive coach, he's only here because he was a former player of Brett Bielema. He's only here because of that connection. If he wasn't a former player of Brett Bielema, our defensive coordinator wouldn't even have been hired. Period. But that's what friends are for, just like the song says. So Purdue's a bad team, but they're better than Illinois, which is, it's enough to make you cry. So their quarterback, 217 yards, 2 touchdowns. He played a lot better than ours did. Rushing the ball, 112 yards. So 5 yards a carry. They ran the ball better than us because we didn't give the ball enough to Caden. And who cares about the score? Run the ball, make the clock run out. Reception-wise, nothing special. So the bottom line is that Illinois is in trouble. They suck. So we look at the schedule here. They're at home against Nebraska. They could win that game. They're going to lose at Maryland, lose to Wisconsin, lose at Minnesota. They could win against Indiana, lose at Iowa, could win against Northwestern. So, if we're going to look at it honestly here, Illinois in the conference they're going to lose 3, 4, 5, 6 games for sure in the conference at the minimum. So they're going to have 9 losses at the minimum. And at the most, they're going to have 3, 4, 5. So best case scenario for Illinois, 5-9. That's the best case scenario. So I guarantee you the defensive coordinator will be fired, if not during the season, at the end of the season. And the offensive coordinator, Brett, will either say, I'm not going to fire you because our quarterback is worthless, or he's going to say, you're fired anyway. Is there even a reason to watch this team anymore this year? Not really. They're worthless. Why is it we can't have anything in life when it comes to sports? Why do we have to suffer as Chicago Bear fans, as the University of Illinois fans for basketball and football, White Sox fans? Why must we always suffer? Why can't we ever get it right? Why? Think about it. We spend the majority of our lives when it comes to sports suffering because our teams cannot get it right. Somebody might ask the question, why bother? Why even be an Illini fan? Why? What are you going to get from it? All you're going to do is get mad. All you're going to do is just either, get mad, or you're just not even going to care. It's going to be whatever. But anyway, it's a shame. We had something good going. Ryan Walters becomes head coach of Purdue. We don't hire his replacement. Instead, we give it to a friend of Brett Bielema, and we're suffering from it. And our offensive coordinator, really, what can he do when you have no quarterback? There's a reason why Luke Altmaier didn't become the starter at Mississippi, and we see why he didn't. He sucks. I didn't know what he would do. I was hoping for the best, but he sucks. So, all right, guys, it is what it is. Illinois sucks. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.